People post things that they shouldn't post. It's like 4 photos actually. No, I have 1. It's like, oh, words are hard. China is the literal equivalent of the final antagonist in the anime that we fight. Maybe, yeah, right now. I mean, it feels like there's always like a big major enemy to the U.S. Like Soviet, like the before the Cold War, World War II, Germany, Cold War, the Soviet Union, and now it's China. And I have nightmares of China because China's really fucked up. I mean, I also think it's really weird though when people are like, oh, China's like communist. It's like, honey, no, they're the definition of crony capitalism. Yeah. Ask permission, bros. These little earthquakes. Yeah, actually, this is just constant earthquakes that are actually happening in PR, right? Right? Not really. Yeah, no, I agree. America, I think, here's a beautiful thing about politics. You can criticize literally everything if you want to. Like, you can say China be bad, and be like, US also be bad. Like, there's no question about it. The United States is definitely fucked up, and so is China. And the United States literally has, like, camps on the border right now. And has heavily criminalized immigration, where you have people who are literally seeking asylum now being put into like terrible conditions that are super sketchy and that are killing innocent people, and you have like China also committing genocide with Muslims. Like, holy shit. Like, yeah. My mic quality went down. Fuck, I don't know what to do about that. It's literally on my phone. I don't know how to improve that. You're just gonna have to suffer with a shaky mic. I speak English and Spanish. If you want, you can speak something to me in Spanish and I'll respond in Spanish. Yeah, shaky mic. This is just a dance party here. You know, shaky, 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 which is a Spanish song. Shaky, shaky, shaky. I'm going to try to make this more even because it is uneven. Your stream is good for the phone. I'm glad my stream is good for the phone so far. Hopefully I'm going to get a better phone soon. I don't know when soon is. One day in the future. Yeah, very large eye pupils on stream versus the Instagram photo. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm very happy. That has actually no editing. It has, my little cousin just took it. We had a good light. We had, like, the light that okay. Basically, I have an aunt who makes bags and stuff, and she designs her own purses, and she bought like all this like good lighting equipment to take better pictures of her purses. So we used that lighting to take a photo of me, and my 11-year-old cousin is really good at it. And yeah, so that I think it was a good photo. I'm basically a narcissist, if you guys haven't guessed. I'm fucking blowing up my own ego. Listen, I wasn't sure if this was gonna work. I thought honestly, this is not my best quality stream. I was really nervous of starting stream again. I was like, if I stream here and everybody sees like the bad quality and sees everything shaking and things start breaking down a million times, then like I'm just going to lose like a shit ton of viewership. So maybe I should just wait, but I'm also losing viewership no matter what I do, so I just never win. So I'm just gonna go cry and sit in a corner. Well, what do you mean by zero reliable knowledge on them? Do you not believe, like, victims that have escaped China? Or, like, do you believe that there's really absolutely no way to get any sort of intelligence from China? Yeah. Yeah, or do you not, like, believe in investigative reporting in China? Do you not believe in, like, what's going on with the Hong Kong, like, riots right now? At work earlier today, I have a lady telling me how she was against the Medicaid expansion because people need to earn a living. That's a lesson we're constantly told in capitalist society. Living isn't a right, it's something to be earned. Well, I agree with the concept that, like, of, like, working for a living up to a certain extent, but I don't think that's necessary anymore, extremely, right? I think we have advanced enough technologically to like literally the United States itself can feed the world. It can basically solve world hunger, right? We produce that much fucking food. So I believe in like I'm trying to think about how to phrase this properly. For a large part of history, yes, if you wanted to survive, you did have to work, and I still believe that we should add some value of like production in the society we live in, try to contribute to it. However, because of technological advances and the amount of resources we have been able to pull together, there is a certain standard of living I believe every human being should have and are kind of entitled to have, because we literally can afford it, and it shouldn't be taken away, or it shouldn't be kind of like spit down upon just because a person isn't rich enough to afford it. Does that make sense? I hope I'm being clear. I kind of made a little bit of a word salad. The second photo is really good. You look like a Hollywood actress there. Oh, I'm glad you like my second photo. Thank you for hosting, Desiree. Never worry about numbers. Those who worry about numbers feel determined by them. It's never good. Fuck metrics. Just do. That's true. That's why I try not to look at the numbers that much. Especially every time I end up on a stream with Destiny, I get really nervous because I see like the 1,000 and I'm like, there's way too many people here. So yeah, it is good to just ignore that shit for a little bit and just focus on the people you like. But I don't know, I feel like if I was in a big stream with someone I hate, like someone I don't like at all, I wouldn't really give a fuck about what I'm saying, if that makes any sense, because it's like, okay, I hate you and I hate your base, so I don't give a fuck what they think about me. But I like DGG, like they're, well, obviously like they have their flaws and stuff, but they're very kind to me. So I'm like, I don't want you guys to dislike me because I like you guys, because you guys are nice to me. So it's a mixed bag. And by the way, to evangelical Christians that get mad over healthcare, I feel like so many Christians in the U.S. can be very hypocritical sometimes. Like I don't think Jesus would think what you're advocating for is very heavenly or good, being against giving aid to the poor. Why does Hong Kong need a special set of laws though? Well, historically speaking, Hong Kong used to be a province of, not province, it used to be owned by the United Kingdom, right? And basically, it's technically is part of China and everything, so the United Kingdom was like, okay, we'll give it back to you if you allow it to keep like its democratic values and stuff, and let it keep like its culture. So that was a deal that was agreed upon, and then eventually they would like come together under one state again. The whole idea was that by Hong Kong having like these democratic values and being such an economic powerhouse, the rest of China would eventually catch up and conform to Hong Kong's democracy, except kind of the opposite happened. What do you mean by the opposite of a good reason? What's an ideal society for me? Let's see, the ideal society for me would be one where everybody has, I guess, basic universal income, where we would have optimization up to such an extreme point that most, you know, I guess most like hard labor or like, you know, like I guess like tasking labor is gone, where there is like free public education in a higher level, so everybody can be free to explore what they want, whether it be the arts, whether it be science, whether it be whatever it may be. I think that housing would be available for all as well, and food as well. I also would love high-speed public transportation. That shit would rock across nations. So yeah, those are ideal societies for me. And people would be able to feel free to express themselves as long as they're not hurting others in any way they choose to. Remember when those Ukrainian Nazis pulled up to Hong Kong? What the fuck are you talking about, Kick? Bernie Sanders' social program is a jobs program. You have to work to get paid. Tell that to conservatives. Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues across most cultures is that we're tied to traditions of the past because it worked in the past. The real focus of this country should be on education so people know how to make better decisions moving forward. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's really, I don't know, a big reason why I have a hard time liking conservatism or feeling inclined to conservatism at all is because, historically speaking, every change that has been good, that has been better for society as a whole, comes from like progressive standpoints, from like leftist values. I can